Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Riff Kids Craft Corner. How is everyone doing today? I am doing really good. I am getting closer and closer to getting this little corner done, which is awesome. Um, I have a lot to talk about. Let's talk about drama. Have you ever went into a place where there was drama? Like a lot of drama, or even small amounts of drama, where people I'll give you an example shortly, but there was a lot of drama, and I didn't understand about the drama because seriously, I was like, huh? I'm an adult. I don't need this drama. Well, I was on a game on my computer, which is an online game, but it's still a computer, and I was like, okay, wow, yeah, it was supposed to be a fun little game and everything. You know, I don't always do diamond painting. I do resin work, which I will be adding a lot to my resin work. Oh, it's saying I have nobody in here. Oh well. But I'm just saying, on a game, you would like to relax. Am I correct? What happened here? Let me see what's going on. Sorry, hon. I'll talk to you shortly. Oh my word, my computer's being dramatic too. But yeah, it's like just give me a minute while I look at something. I am here. I am here, guys. I am here. Okay, that's better. And this right here. Okay, cool. So I'm here. Hi, Mystical. How you doing? Yeah, I'm kind of floored at the fact that when you play an online game, people want to cause drama. I was like really surprised by that. I explained to the people I wanted to be with my husband, and then my husband on the thing, and they did not want to act them, which made no sense to me because my husband and I always play together. My husband can confirm if he wishes. But anyways, that's enough about drama. I don't want to upset anybody, and there, that's what I wanted. So, how is everyone doing today? I am doing really good. I am right now working on this beautiful painting, and guys, look at how much I have gotten done. Here, I'll show you. Look at how much I have gotten done. Oh, look at the screen, I can see. Yeah, look at how much I've gotten done. I've gotten this part done, and I've gotten up to there. That is quite a bit done here. So, what I've learned in the short amount of time I've been doing YouTubing is I do like to talk. I enjoy talking about my life and my kitty cats and my birds and about having pet snake, having uh, about my life with my wonderful, amazing husband. I I have a lot I have to say today. I was going to talk about drama, but I think that's just too much for my channel, and I really don't want the views to go down. So we're going to talk about something else. Let's see. You already know my favorite color is blue. Now, this is not technically a blue to me. This is more of a blue-green. But I do like it. It's very pretty. And I'm getting a lot of this one done. I'm so happy about it. And I got myself some coffee. Coffee is here, sitting there, waiting for me to drink. And there's 3 of them, honey. Not just both. There's 3. There's Mystical here too, sweetheart. Yeah. Just letting you know. So on Fridays, I actually am going to start doing some resin work too. And a lot of resin work. I will start doing more resin work than I usually do. But I do plan on doing floss tube. Well, not floss tube per se, but I do plan on doing floss tube. I think this is so pretty. I'm getting a lot done with this diamond painting. That is awesome, Mystical. So you like your new lap desk? I actually love this thing my husband bought me, which is a beautiful drafting table. Oh my word, does it save me on my neck and on my back. And I have a new chair. Well, it's new. It's not new now, but I did have a new chair. This chair is now not that new. It's still new. It's not like a year. It's not like a year old. It's just. Yeah, it was only late last year that was bought. So, but look at these colors. These colors are just coming out so beautiful and so vibrant. And gotta say that when Rachel does things, these are amazing. So I'm so happy about that. Now, let's see. Let's talk about animals. Well, my husband and I want to move. Well, not want to move. We have to move, but that's neither here nor there. We want animals. We want chickens, and we want a dog. That a tuxedo dog. Anyone know what a tuxedo dog is? Uh, I call them a Boston Terrier. They are so cute. When the time comes, I promise to show our little pet when the time comes when we do get one. But at the moment, we don't have any pets at the moment to our name. So, anyways, online I met a few new people, and I was playing this game called Township. And let's just say, too much drama for me. I try not to be dramatic, or I try to get no drama in me. But there's too much drama for me. So. Oh, I don't have a rechargeable one. I love the light pad I have here. It's called Venmo. Venmo is what the name of it is called, I think. I'm looking for the little box, but the box is not in here. So yeah, I'm trying to keep this thing from getting stuck. So I am here. Can you guys hear me? Am I loud and clear or am I a little bit distorted? Please let me know. So, my agenda today is I just want to talk about uh, anything and everything and about this beautiful painting that I got from TSA. It is quite a beautiful painting. Look at how much I got done, guys. Hi, Darren. So look at how much I got done. That's quite a bit. It's very pretty. I have to admit, this is quite pretty. I have to talk to Rachel about another idea that came to my mind, and I think it's amazing. But yeah, this is so pretty. This definitely fits me and my husband. Definitely does. Well, I'm sending out some things today. Everything, things that are already made and already ready to go. I'm sending them out. The ones I haven't finished is the ones that don't have they're done, but they're not finished. Yeah, it's a custom idea, Audie. It really is. It's a custom idea of what Rachel and I are going to discuss. I have to talk to her about it though. And what happens is after I do my lives, I usually go from my YouTube studio / craft room / sewing room to going into the living room and talking. Well, usually this is what happens. I usually go and talk to Audie. Audie and I talk a little bit about everything. I ask how I did, and she tells me how I did, things like that. And then I go and try and I have to go talk to Rachel about a couple ideas that came to my mind. So I have a lot on my mind today. I'm not sure how to bring them all up. I do play on a couple games. Now, one is called Township. I love playing on Township, but I'm not too happy with what's going on in something. And then the other one I played on is actually called Tribes. Tribez. Tribes. So that's one I play on, which I really, really, really enjoy. I'm in a faction called MRSA Clan, MERSA Clan. And basically it's this cute little game that is the little tribe members, like like in the Jurassic Park, not Jurassic Park, but you know what I mean. Anyways, they are basically you have to go to these different islands, and I've been to 2 islands and a half. But look at this painting, guys. I mean, I'm really floored at how beautiful this painting really is. Right now, I'm working on little cross lines. That's my symbol. Well, a little bit more like a cross than a, yeah. Um, and it's turning out beautiful. I hope you guys can see it. How you love this tray holder? Yeah, I love it too. It has my name on it. It has Michigan's Craft Corner on it. And I like working like this due to the fact that I am now not, how you have your head forward and everything. By the way, I'm not really in the sparkles or whatever. And what is this called? It's a dragon. I'll pull it down so you guys can see. See, I made this, by the way. I made this little dragon. And sparkles and scales, I think it's called. That's the only thing I'm putting in for the sparkles and scales. Because I am working on my diamond painting with a tier called LuvIsInTheAir. I love it. I love what we chose. It just fits the occasion. And love is in the air. My husband and I are happily married and in love, and that is definitely in the air. This is just turned so pretty. I couldn't, yeah, scales and sparkles, thank you. I didn't have anything that was dragon-like except for this little guy right here. I had another one that's a dragon also, but I thought this one fit perfect with the theme that I'm working with, Love is in the Air, so it all worked out. I will show, I probably will take a picture of this and send it to Kara, and also send it to Mishra and to Jen. I already had Jen, and Jen had already picked out her stuff for the retreat. So that's going to be so much fun. And I'm going to send some stuff from Australia to people that won. I'm not sure yet. I can't send a whole lot, but I am planning on sending at least 3 things today. That's my plan. Because I do have 3 cover motors ready to go and ready to get out of here. Deborah's is done, but I haven't put the, basically what I haven't done, and I'm explaining, is I haven't put, and this takes time, guys, because when you are working on resin pieces and everything, you have to put these things on in the bottom of them. But as with everybody, I always send. I'll give you an example. I don't know what Deborah wanted in the color of trash drills holder. So I have a lot of different colors here, guys. So I'll just show you the purple one I have in my hand right now. So what's going on is I have to put resin on the bottom here. Fit this into the bottom. Of course, you're going to be a pain in the bones. Here, stay there. Whoa! And yes, I'm making a lot of noise, guys. But here, see, that needs to be put in there. Because I always give a cover minder plus whatever I'm doing here. So I think Deborah said she wanted the purple dolphin, which I did make a purple dolphin. Did you want a purple, okay, I'm kind of confused. I just, did it fall and break? Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out what happened to something. Okay, did I take it off? I don't remember what I did. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So I have this right here. But I have to put this on the very bottom right here. And then, okay, thank you for following. So that's what I have to add to these things. And then this will go into the mouth. Yeah, I know, but what do you want for your, I don't know what I'm trying to say, it'll come to me. Really surprised I can't find it. No, not supposed to be up there. You are supposed to be up there. Okay, sorry. Um, I'm looking for the color for this. That was kind of weird. Did I open this? Okay, something's wrong here. No, I have a purple trash trail. I don't know if you want purple trash trails or what, but I have a trash trail holder. See, this thing right here. I have a trash trail holder. And I'm wondering if you wanted that with your purple dolphin. That's what I was asking. Did you want a purple drill? Okay, cool. Trash drill holder. I can do that. I can make that and send that to you and finish that up. So yeah, I can do that. But yeah, what I always do is I always add this into, not the whole thing, just, you know, one of these. And they are sharp, strong magnets. I add them to my drill trays, and then I send them. So that's what I've been working on. And there's that cute little guy right here. I have a lot of people who want, that's the thing, I always want to make the correct thing. So, sorry about that, guys. One thing I want to let you know is I wake up. When I wake up, it is 7 in the morning here. I usually go my routine. So when I go on live, I go and say, honey, can you make me a cup of coffee? Because coffee wakes me up and it helps me get going. I drink a special type of coffee called coffee and cream. That's my favorite coffee. I will drink it, and I've already asked my husband to go get some Fantas. That is an Australian brand of candies. And isn't that pretty? I'm sorry, I'm looking at this and I'm like, isn't that pretty? Wow, this is so pretty. Excuse me, I need to get a sip of my coffee. Really do. It'll help get my throat not sounding like a frog. Much better. Still wonder what happened to the top to that thing. I'll figure it out. Anyways, on my resin pours, I'm going to do some more of these beautiful little things. Not this exact thing. I have to finish it off. But I'll be doing a few more of these unique type of things I'm making there. If Nana ever comes in, I already have the one that I made that she said is hers. It's ready to go. I have to finish a few of them off. And we had an extra expense that my husband and I did not expect. So, yeah. So they will be on its way. I also will be working on a lot of, I'm scared of Ada, believe it or not, guys. I've never touched Ada before in my life, which is a which is a fabric. I've never touched it. I've never used it. I've never, if I used anything, it was linen, never Ada. So I'm not sure how to work with Ada. Anyone who knows how to do it, let me know. I have never learned, I know how to embroidery, but I don't know how to cross stitch. I got a couple other things in the mail yesterday, which was awesome, but I have not opened them. I want to do what you call an unboxing, but the thing is, because I'm moving, I'm like, can I do the unboxings in the new place? Anyone who wants me to do the unboxings in the new place, please put a thumbs up or a raise of hands. Because if I can do my unboxings when I get to the new place, it would be much easier than doing it here and then putting them back into the tubes or boxes. So please let me know if you like the idea of me doing my unboxings in the new place when we get there. I am actually plugging along here. I am really, really surprised how fast I've been coming when I come to doing single. Guys, I have to turn this on just a tad because I gotta see the color. Not the color, but I have to see the symbol. Hi, Diamond Painting with Nicole. How are you doing, hon? So, yeah, I'm going to do my unboxings when I get to the new place, I think. I gotta do it that way because, I mean, I got a lot of unboxings to do, but I can't do them all right now. I wanted to, but I can't, due to the fact that I have to pack. That's not fun. Trying to pack everything that you have to do. Thank you, Audie. I think that's what I'll do. I haven't opened up a couple of the TXAs I received, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Is I'll wait until I move to the new place, and then we'll do a major unboxing. I mean, major unboxing, because I have a lot of things coming my way. The new place is we will be moving. I just don't know where we're going to be moving to yet. My husband and I haven't found a place yet, but when we find our place, we're hoping to find a 5-bedroom, 2-bath, and 2-car place to rent. We're not buying per se because of the fact that we don't know what will happen in the next few years. So we're not buying anything. We're going to be renting. We want to have land so we can grow our fruits and veggies on it. And we're also going to be making some fruits and veggies in the area that we're going to be going to. So the next person who is an owner or comes to live there, will have some fruits and veggies to live off of. At least that's my husband's and my plan. We want to go to Grafton and start helping the homeless. We really feel that urgency of helping the homeless. We ourselves used to be homeless. We were homeless for a good, I would say 4 months. We were homeless for 4 months. Even though we had a tent, technically, that was not a home. And we lived in a tent. We did get sick. Yes, we did. The elements of the air was a little bit too much because it was windy. It was rainy. We had, in this one place that we were staying at, we had what you call one of those marquees, the marquees. So we have that, and we know what it's like to be, or used to be homeless. We know what it's like. Actually, I know what it's like twice over. Guys, I know it seems kind of crazy, but I actually was homeless twice over. When I was living in America, I was homeless for 4 months there too. Or was it 6 months? I was homeless. I was living in someone's home just to stay with them until I could find a place to live. We did have an apartment. We had an apartment for at least, it was an apartment, I believe, for at least, how many, how many months? About 6 months after I moved to the place. And then we moved over to, now this is just me and my daughter at the time. And we moved over to that place and we stayed there. And then we became homeless because I used the money frivolously. I should not have done that. I blame myself for that, but that's over and done with. It's past in history. But still, I think back to the times I did wrong by spending money the wrong way. I mean, I didn't do any smoking or drinking or anything like that, but I did use the money frivolously, meaning on things that I didn't really need. And I nearly paid for it that way too. So long story short, I was homeless for 6 months. And then I went into, now you guys know I'm Hebrew. So I went into prayer over the whole thing. And I did not like being homeless. But he would bring me to the lowest of low so I could hear him. And long story short, homelessness is not fun. Not fun at all, but I was still taken care of. It's amazing when you hear about it. I was still taken care of. I had a tent. I had food on my back. People were giving me clothes and food without me even asking. I was just given it. And I was taken care of. And I think back to that time, and anyone who's ever been homeless would understand that desire to help the homeless. Because I've been homeless. I know what it's like. I know exactly what it's like. I understand how people feel when it comes to being homeless. It's not a good feeling. Not a good feeling at all. When you're homeless, I wasn't that bad when it came to being homeless. I wasn't going into garbage cans or things like that. But it was rough. It was a tough time. And I understand what it's like. And I think about all the other people who are homeless. And they have families and they have kids, husbands and wives and kids living underneath a bridge. And I'm like, I need to help these people. I need to help them. Because, seriously, I understand what it's like. Because I lived it. When I came to Australia, my husband and I were living with my grandparents, with my father-in-law. And we stayed there. And then we were given a home to rent by his aunt. And then we stayed there. And then we went to Ipswich. And then we stayed there for at least 2 years. And then And then we went back to Grafton. What happened on that is a long story, and I will go into that story later on. But yeah, the one, and that's not when we became homeless. When we after we left Dolby, we went to Grafton because we were told to go down to Grafton, and my husband and I were pretty much clothes on our backs and whatever we could fit in the car. That's it. Clothes on our backs and whatever we could fit in the car went with us. We had a tent. When we came to the place that we were supposed to go to, instead of sleeping in the tent, we slept in it's a block that's between I'm trying to explain here what happened there. It was not a tent, but it was and I know I'm getting a little bit deep when I'm talking about homeless, but I want to help them because I know what it's like. So we had a tent in the car, and it was raining when we came into Grafton. And I'm thinking about the time when there's a block that was between the male bathroom and the female bathroom, and there was a section of block that was empty. And we laid on the ground in that block on a mattress, very thin mattress on the block, in that block, so we wouldn't get rained on. And then after that, the next day, we went and stayed over at the Greyhound for the night. And that was completely open. I could barely sleep that night. And I was in so much pain because I had back pain. So to explain why the need to help the homeless, it's there. I can't explain it. It's just, I need to help them because I know what it's like. If it wasn't for the fact that I knew what it was like, I would probably not help the homeless, but I know what it's like. I've been there. I've dealt with it. My husband and I both dealt with it. And it's not a easy story to talk about. But like I said, we were protected, we were taken care of. I don't know how to explain it more than that. Because right after that, we went, and it was after staying over at the Greyhound. No, it's not. We do have a Greyhound bus, but it's actually where they race Greyhound dogs. That's where we slept. So that area is completely open. And they had little mats that you could lay on, but it was not as nice as a bed. And my husband, we had like a nice, beautiful, comfortable blanket to put over ourselves, but other than that, mm-mm. And I think about that time, and I was like, I'm thankful for what I have now. But the thing is, I think about all of those people who have to do that day in and day out, day in, day out, day in and day out, where they are starving for food. So my husband and I really want to help the homeless. We really feel that urgency to help the homeless because we know what it's like. I mean, this is what's so crazy about it. They should have a homeless shelter for the homeless. They should, over in the area where we stayed. They should have. They were trying to separate me and my husband from each other. And I'm like, no, I'm going to stay with my husband. But they were trying to separate me and my husband, saying, oh, you could go stay at the women's shelter, but your husband can't. And I'm like, no, I'm going to stay with my husband. They need to have like a couple's homeless shelter or even a family homeless shelter that will help them. Because that's what Jeff and I are trying to do. We're trying to help the homeless, help get rid of the not the poverty. I don't know if we can get rid of the poverty, but to at least give them a place to stay so they can finally get some Centrelink. That's my heart desire, is to help them. If I became too deep, please let me know. But I had to tell you my experience of homelessness. It's not fun. I'll tell you that. It's not fun. I remember when I was living in America and I was completely homeless. I remember going into, and I went into a building and I was crying. I was really, really crying in the spirit. Crying to the Heavenly Father, please get me out of this. I don't want to be homeless. Get me out of this. And like I said, I was homeless for about, I think, almost 6 months there. 4 to 6 months. I can't remember the exact amount of time. And what happened was someone who used to know me from my old church talked to me and said, I could give you a job. I'm like, okay. When you fill out the paperwork, make certain you put it on my desk. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. So I did that. And then things just started going uphill from there because after having been homeless, she put me into the, where they take care of the elderly. She put me into the apartment for help, families that visit their elderly families. I'll tell you, it was an interesting situation. But I worked there, and after I worked there, I had to leave for about 2 weeks afterwards. I was homeless for 2 weeks after that, and then we got an apartment. But I'm going to tell you, being homeless is not a fun thing. I've been through it. I don't want to go through it again. But to be there and actually deal with it, that's how you can actually know how to help people who've been homeless, because you've been through it yourself. I know I went a little deep on the homeless situation, but I had to explain the reason why my husband and I have to help the homeless. It's just something deep in us that we need to help the homeless. We need to. And we're working on it, and we're planning on getting a homeless shelter set up for them, for families, not just for singletons, but for families, for male and females and their children. I mean, they need it because the only way they can get out of being homeless is once they get their place and say, oh, I have a place I can live now, until Centrelink that. Then it's like, oh, you have a place now. Here, have some Centrelink. And once Centrelink happens, then and only then they can start looking for their own home for them and their children and their spouse. So it's a tricky situation when you talk about the homeless. But like I said, I didn't have to deal with going into trash cans and eating. We didn't have to go into trash cans to eat. I didn't have to when I was living in America, and I didn't have to when I'm with my husband. But we know what homelessness is all about, though. We know it's a tricky subject to talk about. But we have it in our heart to help them, and we want to help them. My husband and I are trying to get everything situated so we can start the project that we're supposed to do. We're wanting to set up a GoFundMe to get it all started and get land so we can set things up for the homeless. And I know, I don't know if I'm doing it prematurely. My husband can say yes or no. I'm talking about the homeless and how we are setting up a GoFundMe. Yeah, I think you need to talk about it, baby. But I explained that we were homeless. We've been there. We know what it's all about.
Definitely been there.
Here.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. So yeah, just real quick, we're looking at two projects. One, a homeless shelter, like Rivka's already mentioned. The other one will be a housing project that will flow on from that. And we're talking to lawyers to find out if we don't think the housing project can be counted as a charity, but the homeless shelter probably can be, and we're trying to decide if we can, or asking if we can fit them under two different companies or under one company. So once we have that advice from the lawyer, then we can make a website. Once we have a website, we can start crowdfunding. That's basically how it works. I mean, we have to set up the company structure and everything, but that's pretty easy here in Australia anyway. You just have to fill out the proper forms, send them off to the Australian government. It can all be done online. And you get an Australian business number and you're set to go.
Do you want to talk a little bit about how it was like to be homeless?
Annoying. Annoying more than anything else. And it's sort of like, there's a couple of moments when, I had, we were driving somewhere, we'd been, and we'd arranged everything that we could. I don't even know what we tried to manage to do. And we did get help within a couple of hours. But for a short time there, I was just going, we can't even eat. We can't even eat this week. We didn't have money left over to eat. It wasn't going to happen.
But what happened was the Heavenly Father provided for us.
Yeah, we got food from Salvation Army, and I think one of the churches gave us money that time or something. I'm not sure.
One of the churches gave us money.
Or they moved us into a place, and we didn't have to pay for
a week. We didn't have to pay for a week staying there.
We didn't have to pay. So that ended up freeing some money, which would have gone on paying for. We were staying in a cabin, and it was going to be too much money to stay there. But we were able to move out of that cabin that week, and we went back to the same caravan park at the end of the week, and we were able to get a caravan, which was much cheaper because we were able to get the caravan and pay for the caravan week by week or month by month.
It was week by week, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was week by week, but the caravan was $180 a week, but the cabins were $55 a night. So do the math. It was over $350 a week. We couldn't get anywhere. There was nowhere was open. There were so many people that were looking for somewhere to live.
I mean, over in Grafton where we were living, they were they destroyed the bridge. They were working on fixing, not destroyed it. They were building a new bridge. And what happened was when they were building a new bridge, they were making other people homeless that was already renting from other places. And I mean, this is so dear to my heart right now. I've been wanting to help the homeless. I've been wanting to for a while. After Jeff and I stopped becoming homeless, in our hearts, we're like, we gotta help the homeless. We have to help them. We know what it's like. We've been through it. We need to help them. And not from money, but actually try and get them a building, especially for families. A male, a husband and a wife team with children living on the streets under a bridge. We were heartbroken when we heard that. Heartbroken. And no one will give you, no one will give you a place to live. No one will give you a place to live if you don't have Centerlink. No one will give you a place to live if you don't have a place that you're already living. Does that make sense? And sure in the world that makes sense to me and my husband. I'm sorry I went into a very deep subject, guys. But I felt this one was the one I wanted to talk about today. I really needed to talk about it. It's been on my mind. And I've been doing this YouTubing for almost 10 months. And this has been really near and dear to my heart. I really want to help people. I'm what you call a people person. I love working with people. So anyway, I know I went deep. I know I went deep. I went really deep, guys. But my husband and I are planning on doing a crowdfunding because we really want to start this project. We're feeling it very strong in our hearts to do this project to help people in Grafton. Someone suggested, why don't you go and help everyone in Australia? And I'm like, well, let's start first small. Let's first start with helping, I mean, there is Mission Australia, yes. There is Salvation Army, yes. There is, oh my word, I can't think of all of them. Yes, yes, and yes. But are those homes? Are those places that people can live at? No. They just help you with clothes. They help you with food. They help you with your toiletry needs. But do they actually help you get into a home? No. And yeah, I went into a deep discussion. I had to bring it up. It was on my mind. It was on my heart. And I am being me. I am being who I am. I am Rivka. I am being who I am and explaining why I need to do this. Why Jeff and I need to do this. And it means a lot. But homelessness is not something fun. It really isn't. I mean, right now, my husband and I are working on trying to find a place to stay at, move to, and we're praying it through, and we're asking the Heavenly Father to help us get everything set up. And we have to be out of here by the 1st of April. It's not a joke. It may be on April Fool's Day, but it's not a joke. I'm not going to apologize for the subject I talked about today. It was near and dear to my heart. I need to reach the homeless. I know what it's like. I've been there, done that. I know what it's like. Yeah. Some people are like, you know, even if they don't like the fact that I'm talking about homelessness, I know there's homelessness over in America. I know for a fact there is. There's more homeless probably over there than there is over here. But with having Centrelink here in Australia, and that's the truth, with having Centrelink here in Australia, once you get a home, they'll help you. They'll actually help you. Did you know that? With Centrelink in Australia, once you get a place to live, they'll help you. They'll help you get a job. They'll help you get this. They'll help you get that. But only if you had a house or a place to live. And Jeff and I figured that out when we were homeless. It was like, they wouldn't help us. But once we got a place to live, it was like, oh, you want this? You want that? Here, have this. Here, have that. It was amazing. And I know I probably hit a lot of, I don't know what it is called, but I probably hit a lot of, I'm not sure I hit a lot of people's hearts, but yeah. I care about everybody. That's the thing about me. Everyone's gotten to know the Rivka, the person behind Rivka. I'm a caring person. I care about everyone. Doesn't matter, color, race, whatever. I care about everyone. I even want to go and adopt an African American child, or I want to adopt a Chinese or Japanese child. It doesn't matter to me. I care about everyone. If we could get a child in Thailand, I would go get a child in Thailand. So, like I said, and that's another thing. Homelessness is not a fun topic to talk about, but it needs to be talked about. It needs to be taken care of. In my mind, it does. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos where people said that they were homeless and no one would help them. Jeff and I are like, we want to help you. We want to be there for you. We want to help you establish yourselves and get something. You know, the good news about Australia, the Centrelink I'm talking about is an equivalent of unemployment in America, except for the difference between the equivalent of employment in America versus the unemployment in Australia. The Centrelink is for those who are unemployed, and they give you money until you can get a job. The one in America, you only have 6 months. You have 6 months, and then you're without money, literally. I don't know if they raised it or not, but I know that I used to live in America, remember? So I know for a fact, but I wasn't technically homeless when I was living with my grandparents or renting from them. But when I was living somewhere else, yeah, I was homeless. But I never had to do without. I never had to do without clothes. I never had to do without food. Somehow, some way, I was under a roof, even if it was just a tent. One other place that we stayed at, we were living, like I said, we were living in Pillar Valley one time. And my husband and I stayed in a shack, an Australian shack. This shack, I'm going to explain the shack. It had a door, yes, but it had an opening in the front. In the back, there was no opening. It had a door where you can go in and out. But in the front, there was an opening in the front. There was no door to close or shut. And it was very breezy. It was fun living there. There was wax there. Not something. And we were there for a month. We lived there for 1 month. Not the most pleasant place to live either. Now, I'm sorry but not sorry to talk about this subject because I needed to talk about it because it was bothering me about the homelessness. And before I started my live, I asked the Heavenly Father what He wanted me to speak about. And He said, talk about the homeless. So, anyway, look at how much I got done, guys. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Did I get quite a bit done here? I love talking to you guys, and I'm so happy I am talking to you. Well, on Friday, I will be doing my resin pouring. I have ideas of what to do for my resin pouring. I'm actually thinking of making some coasters. So, I mean, I'm not sure what my husband and I will do on this situation with the homeless. I don't know. I do know we want to go and get homes for these people. We just do. Jeff even suggested making small, tiny houses. Yeah, it does. It has beautiful blending. So I know I went on a touchy subject. But I needed it out of my mind and out of my thoughts. Just it's one thing that's been bothering me for a while, and so I had to bring it up to the point where I was bringing up about me being homeless in the past and how I dealt with it. See, when I was homeless, I had to deal with it. I had to live with it. I had to. And sometimes you have to go to the lowest of the low. I mean, lowest of the low, where you can't get up right before you can hear that small, still voice telling you what he really wants you to do. And I was at that point. I was at that point when I was living in Oregon, when I was completely homeless. I was at that point. And I remember praying to him and saying, please get me out of this situation. Please get me out of this situation. Please get me out of my ex-marriage. Please get me out of this. Please get me out of that. Well, everyone, I'm out of it. I'm happily married to a wonderful man for almost 8 years. I'm still in a home now. I'm not homeless. Things could be better if I could get in touch with someone, but you know what? Everything will work out for those who love him. Everything will. So, anyway, I know it was a deep, meaningful subject to talk about. Anyone else? What else would you like me to talk about? I know I lost a lot of the audience, but like I said, homelessness is dear and near to my heart right now. And I just want to get them out of the homelessness situation. I really do. So we will be setting up a crowdfunding. I don't know when, but we will be setting that up. I also want to talk to you guys about setting up Patreon. I'm actually thinking about setting up Patreon for this channel. I don't know who all wants to join, but I am setting up Patreon because seriously, I need to get my Patreon up and going. Um, I haven't decided how I want to set it up though. I've been trying to get people to help me with it, and I can't seem to get anyone to help me with setting up my Patreon. My husband said that he would help me also, but I don't think he knows what Patreon. He knows what Patreon is about, but I don't know how to set it up. Patreon is one of the things I really want to do because of the fact that slowly as my channel grows, it will there will be people that want to maybe help out. I don't know. But it's not that I'm worried about that. I do this because I love working with my resin, with everything like that. Hi, Gail. Hi, Gail. How are you doing, hon? And I really want to get Patreon started, but I have to figure out what can I do to make Patreon, because Patreon members, if they become Patreon members, you have to do extra bits. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. So, long story short, I really do want to set up Patreon, get that up and going, and set up my tiers for people. Because I'm thinking, when I set up Patreon, I'm thinking of adding one drawing a month for those. One drawing a month is for those who are tier 2 and tier 3. So that's what I'm thinking of. But I have to do some extra bits of taking video of me doing this, doing this, doing this. And at the moment, with the move and everything, I have to hold off. I want to set up Patreon, but I want to get Patreon up and going. I think that will help a little bit. I'm not worried about money, guys. I'm just saying I want to get it going because I think people will love to see the backstory or the back stuff that I do, like on resin pouring or resin, what I do with the resin stuff, or different things like that. So I'm almost done with these plus signs, which is awesome. And that's thank you for hearing me out on the homelessness. Thank you so much for being so understanding about what was dear to my heart that I needed to talk about and get it out of my chest, out of my heart, out of my mind. I had to bring it up. I guess the main reason it hit me so hard is the fact that right now, my husband and I, yes, we have a home at the moment, but at the moment, we are looking for a home. So I think that's what just made me want to talk about the homelessness and why we want to help the homeless. I think that's one of the reasons why I did that. Now, on people who are going to the retreats, I will be one of the vendors who is sending at least 3 separate door prizes for people to pick up if they want them, of resin pieces that I've made, like resin cover minders. And of course, they'll have a couple little extra surprises in them. So And I appreciate all of you. I really do. I appreciate you more than you know, because you're listening to me, you're hearing what I have to say, you're actually hearing my heart at the moment over this whole situation with the homeless, and you're hearing what I have to say to bring awareness, especially. Jeff and I were just shocked at the fact that they wanted to separate him and I. And we're like, no. So, and no one's going to separate me from my husband. That looks good. Look at that. All done on this part right here. I'm so happy with that. So that part's done. Now we will go into the G's. And the G's are 807. And that is a big one. Now, I don't know what color G is per se. It's like a turquoise blue, I think. Turquoise blue. So, yeah. So, how are you doing, gal? It's good to have you here. So, here's this. Now, Audie, I have a question. So, who is now in place of Crashly? Or is Crashly still doing it, or whatever? Aw, we love you too. We honestly do. And like I said, I had to bring it up. It was time for me to bring those things up. That's been on my, dear to my heart. And even my husband agrees on that one. Seriously, I felt really bad that we can't help everybody else out at the moment. We want to do things for everyone in the community, but at the moment I don't have much we can do. I have a few things I have to do to make sure they're done, and I have to send some stuff in the mail to quite a few people, and I have to finish up putting, what are they called? Magnets on them. I'm going to tell you, that's not always easy either. Trying to get magnets all set up and everything. Not easy. Okay, thank you, Audie. So Queen took over. Queen took over Crashly's old spot. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I'm trying not to. I'm watching the time. I have like 17 minutes left. So here. And I usually try and go to where I'm about three minutes before I get off and do my normal spill. This painting is so pretty. I will tell you that now. It's Love is in, and like I said, this is Love is in the Air. This is a size 60 by 60. I said 70 by 70, but it's a 60 by 60. And it has 28 colors, and it's square. And people ask what my favorite, if I like rounds or squares. Well, I actually, it doesn't matter to me. Oh, she already started? Oh. I always go for my hour and a half. I will at least try and stay with my hour and a half and then get off. That's my goal. Um, so yeah. So I will be sending out some packages. I'm not sure who all I'm going to send out, but I'm going to send out some packages today. I have a few people I have in mind that I need to send out to, like Mayhem. I'm going to send out Mayhems, get that out of the way. Okay. Okay, well, I still am going to go for my full 1 hour and a half. I think you understand that, Audie. So I do have a few packages I need to send out, and I'm going to send out at least five. And the five that I'm going to be sending out, one is Mayhem's, because I did say I was going to send that out. Another is this one gentleman over in UK. The other is Dreamer. Okay, thank you. And the other is, well, I can't send Jerry's yet because I don't have the thing underneath it yet. You know, the magnets under it yet. But once I got the magnets done, then I can send those out to him. But I'm definitely sending out at least five today. And everybody is going to be receiving something or another from Australian candies. Mm-hmm. I don't know if anyone has fantails over there, but we have fantails over here in Australia. I might send a little pen with it, just so you guys know it's an Australian pen or something like that. I haven't decided what I'm going to send, but I will send something extra. I always try and do that. Wow, this is so amazing. Sorry, I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, this is so pretty. So I'm doing the G's right now, and I'll be having most of my G's done. So I'm getting a lot done. I mean, look at that. Look at that. This whole area right here. I was only down to here last week. Look at how much I got. Oh, I'm really enjoying this. Now, tomorrow, guys, I will be on Tia's Live. I will be on Tia's Live. I still will be on my live, but I will be doing something with But Lazy Crafts. Hopefully she'll join. She said she would, as long as I remind her. So I'll have to remind her when I send her the link and say, hey, we're going to be doing live tomorrow. So, yeah. Um, one of these days, I will be doing a Q and answer. But I was thinking when I hit my 1 year on YouTube. I'm wondering if anyone would like me to do a Q and answer, which is a question and answer session. And Jeff and I have been discussing about maybe including him in a couple of them. And tomorrow I'll be doing a giveaway for the Love is in the Air. So, yep, we got a lot going on tomorrow. So, anyways, as I was explaining, so the Q&A, question and answer, I was thinking of doing a question and answer, like if you have any questions for me. Oh, that's not a good one. Yeah. Question and answer session where people ask me questions of what it's like in Australia, or what it was like living in America, or whatever. And answers, Jeff and I will be going through the questions and answers. So just letting you know, I'm thinking about that when I hit my 1 year in YouTube brand. Let's see what else we got. Um, in March, I am working with Wolfpack as far as I know. I have to double check with her, but I'm pretty sure we agreed that we were going to do a collab with each other and with Wolfpack. Now, the thing about Wolfpacks and my collab will be little teeny tiny things. Like, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. I will have to pack these up for you. But here's an example. I have these. And like this. Like a bookmark or a clutch or any other thing. Or even hair barrettes. Things like that. Lights. Camera. Action. No, that's funny. I'm sorry. Lights, camera, action. No, but I mean, even for night lights or things like that, those are the small paintings I'm talking about, like the special paintings. So yeah, we're gonna knock them out in March. I think that's what is going on. I'm not sure what's going on in April. I have no clue. I don't have anyone that wants to collab with me in April. May, I have a fun one coming up, which is my not punch needle, although I do have punch needle, but in March I also have my, and I think I'm going to do that in WIP and Chat. I will be doing my crocheting and showing you my crochet bits of granny squares for the temperature blanket. That will be in March. And I will be joining that, but I will be doing a different type of setup, if that makes sense. So that gives you ideas of what's on my agenda so far. And I do have a planner book, but you know what? I don't know how to set it up. I do have stickers I can put on the planner book, but I don't have it set up. Now, I do have a lot of resin things I'm going to be doing on Fridays. That is my Fridays. Friday is my resin pour. That will last 2.5 hours, guys. Anyone who's into resin pours, that will last 2.5 hours. Just letting you guys know. I will do it at 9 o'clock and it will go until 10:30. I think it is. No, 9 o'clock. 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11:30 my time. Just let me know. But that's on Friday. My Fridays, your guys' is Thursdays. Let me see what else. I've had people say they want to collab with me, so I will be setting that up and we'll be discussing it. There's one with Gunning Queen 2020. She wanted to collab with me. And there's also Dawn, not Dawn, Linda, who wants to collab with me. Now she wanted to choose two different, what are they called? She wanted to do two different, help me here with what I'm trying to say. Two different months, and I'm not sure if she's probably trying to choose, she chose two different type of months, so I need to talk to Linda more about it. So, but I am really excited about May. What do you mean, images? Oh, I said I was going to finish this one up. I'm going to be adding a cute little koala in here. That's my goal. Put a little cute koala, maybe something with Australia on it. And then I will cover this up with a little bit of, I know what I'm trying to think of. It'll come to me. And then there's also, I will be doing some more of those. How many of you like those ice creams? Give me a hands up if you like my ice creams. If you like my ice creams, I'll work on ice cream. The kitty cat didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to. Audie, 2 different images. You're going to have to explain what we mean by 2 different images. Are you talking about in the resin pour or in something else? No, I think I said, yeah, I thought ice creams was a good idea. I have a lot of, see, this is my mold, guys. This is my mold. This is my beautiful mold I have. As you can tell, I can fix ice creams into here. So what I was thinking is doing the one set of doing the little parts like this part right here and fix those up. These little areas right in here. Sorry about that. Trying to get rid of all the old resin. Oh, 2020? 2020, she wants me to work in October, I believe, or September or October. I think she wanted me to work in October. I haven't decided what, we have to discuss what she and I want to do. Now, as for Linda as well, we have to discuss, she put down 2 different months, so I don't know which month she really wants to work on, so I have to talk to her about that one. So there's time. Yeah, I'm getting close to the, so everyone wants me to work on ice creams. I can work on ice creams. I can also work on koalas. And anyone who's into Animal Crossing, I can work on Animal Crossing. I have a lot of different things, guys. Yeah, streamer. So, guys, I'm going to let you go for right now because it's my 3-minute mark. Please give me a thumbs up if you like my video. Please subscribe if you have not already subscribed. Please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. And last but not least, please comment. I would love to see you guys' comments. Even if you don't, I'd love to see your comments. I really want to see comments. I want to know how I'm doing. Yeah, it would be fun to have Ruby and her sister do Animal Crossing with me. I can't work it where I can do Animal Crossing, but I can do Animal Crossing characters. I can do those in resin. I already been said that they want to order from me soon on the Animal Crossing and everything. But we're gonna let you go. Thank you for coming, everyone. Many blessings and shalom.